Welcome to the first broadcast of the New Souls News Network, also known as the SNN. I'm your host, Merrick Hudson. The early reports from Mars' census is that colonists aren't moving nearly fast enough for all the jobs they have available, so go get them. Free rides on United Earth ships are going to Mars every month. In other news, the Sol Defense Fleet is planning major increases to the fleet strength above Earth. Be sure to keep an eye out for them orbiting above you. And that's your Wednesday update with me, your host, Merrick Hudson. See you Friday, folks. Hey guys, Space Marine 658 here, and I'm here to bring you our episode 7 of Aurora Let's Play. Last time we left off, we were searching for some more minerals, jumping through jump gates, stabilizing jump gates. We've got about 3 years, just under 3 years left till elections, and we start having some civilians doing some mining. So let's get back into this. Alright, so let's see. It looks like our jump ship, or our stabilizing ship, has completed its orders. Let me make sure it's got some new ones. Yeah, so stabilizing some jump points. And then Los Angeles. Okay, so yeah, they're doing some more surveys, so let's carry on. Alright, research complete and shore leave. So the Gen 2 DeWilco's completed shore leave. Now they just got to do their overhaul and then we can send them back out. So let's go research. Alright. So we got 29 research labs. Let's go into something. We do jump point. We don't really care to have faster jump point stabilization. Not that it wouldn't be handy to have occasionally, but I just don't think it's handy enough to make it worth the cost. But here we go. We're going to actually put 10 labs on heavier armor. And let's put 10 labs on better shields. So we'll get some gamma shields going. I don't care too much about cloaking tech currently because we haven't really faced anyone. And then let's see. Let's go for... Oh yes, so we are doing the ground survey equipment. Is there anything we can do elsewise? Xenoarchaeology. Yes. We definitely want to have this ready so that if we do come across any alien ruins, we want to have the ability to send our troops out to actually survey that. In fact, it's going to get done shortly after geosurvey equipment. So let me actually... I'm going to remove some research labs from colonization cost. So I don't necessarily care about that. Add them to this. Try to get them about the same time. So geosurvey is April 7th of 52. Now we're at August. Let's move this. And then add some more. Kind of balance that around so that way it gets done pretty quick. So let's remove a few more from this because we're not necessarily worried about colony cost currently. Alright, May and April, that's not too far apart. We can wait an extra month to do that. And let me take a look at Mars real quick and summary. There we go. So currently we have 7 million possible pops supported. We do have a worker shortage of 2 million, so we still have 2 million more people that need jobs. So with that, and we still want to send over probably even more people almost. But in fact, I'm not going to send any more over right now because, we're at 5.7 million. So, let me see. So population, maybe we will. Let me take a look at the fleet. See what the fleet is doing real quick. Freighter fleet. They are currently doing nothing and nothing. Okay, so we actually have the freighter fleets free. So let's actually send both. So we'll start with the first one. Go to Earth. Refuel, resupply. Load installation. We'll load some. Let me actually look at Mars while I'm thinking about this. Mining. Are we doing a decent amount of money? Oh, mass driver. Why do we not have mass driver pointing to Earth? That was not good. Do we have any? Yeah, we got 100 automated mines. So we are doing mining and stockpiling here. So we're going to start sending that to Earth. Yeah, let's send a few more mines because, it wouldn't hurt to have a little bit more production. But we'll also send some more financial sectors because, our wealth is starting to go up. And it never hurts to make sure that stays that way. Okay. So we're going to have them load automated mine. And then go to Mars, unload all installations. Then we're going to repeat this. Let's get another 100 mines on Mars. So another 99 times, right? Or wait, no, they can carry 3 of these. So if they do it another 33, that'll carry 99 plus the first 3. So that'll be a little over. So we'll say 32. So I'll carry a total of 99 mines. There we go. Then we're going to take this fleet and we're going to go to Earth, load installation, infrastructure, because we still have a whole bunch of that. Refuel and resupply, go to Mars, unload all installations, and then loop. And because we want this to be pretty large and they carry 3 apiece, actually, no, that's right. They carry more. They carry 10 apiece in each ship, so they carry about 30 each trip. So 100 every 3 trips. So to move 1,000, we don't want to move 1,000, but let's just start off something small. Let's say make 9 more trips. So that should move us. That'd be 3. So it'll be about 30. Dang, it's hard to do the math on some of these things. Let's do it another 20 times on top of that. So that should get us up to 100. We'll double check on that here in a little bit. All right. So terraforming rate has upped. Active grav sensor strength. Now they're working on that, but we have completed terraforming rate, so we do have a little bit more room for some research. Let's see, 13 more. Want to up terraforming again? I don't think so. It's starting to get a little expensive, so let's move that over to power and propulsion. And let's see. Capacitor, tokamak. Let's get some of these, like the maximum engine power modifier stuff out of the way. That way we can... meant to create project, not add to queue. Let me grab her again. Maximum engine power. Alright, let's do some of these cheaper techs and get them out of the way. That way we can just make sure to have those ready. Alright. Capacitor. Engine. That way we don't have to worry about these. Not necessarily that they're the most important techs, because some of these we're not too worried about yet. But getting them out of the way now is probably better than later. I don't care for this, but sometimes it's good to just do them to get them out of the way. Because it can improve your boost. So if you have a very slight increase you need on your reactor, you can do that. Not that I usually do that, because it leads to higher explosion chance. Alright, and then we complete research into maximum shield generator size and damage control. We are going to probably, because the election is coming up, and I want this video to be a bit more fleshed out, I don't want it to be a pretty short video, I'll probably design a capital ship at the end, and we'll decide if that does go into production, probably with the election, depending on who gets elected. So, alright. Oh, got a research facility. Engine, and then thermosensitivity. Okay. So let's go to sensors. They're starting to get a little expensive, but I think these are still pretty quick. with a decent bonus. So let's create the project and see. Where's my thermal sensitivity? Okay, planetary sensor strength, that's right. So yeah, so that's 7 years. That's probably a bit too long. So let's actually cancel that and just add the extra researchers to something else. So sort by date. So yeah, we'll add them to colonization cost. That cuts it down pretty quick. And then we'll just add new ones to it. There we go. Alright. Let's carry on. Yeah, carbonite and boronite have been exhausted on Earth. We're starting to run out of some minerals. That's definitely going to be our priority here. With some of these new solar systems we're finding. Let's see. Can I go to... Is it wise? Yeah, so this one, they're still surveying it a bit, but from what we have found, there are at least some minerals here. So there's some thorium, titanium, vanderite, which, that's very little. And they're still surveying there. That's one where the our current ship is waiting to go survey. This one we have a ship surveying. This one has a decent amount, so I think we're going to make a push for sending some mining colonies up here. Because, yeah, we just ran out of carbonite, boronium, thorium, corundium. Those are all handy. Mercasium, titanium, yeah. So what I'm going to do, I think, is, let me see, can I do it here? Yeah, create colony here, and create colony here. People probably will try to live here. I know that if you send infrastructure and certain materials to plants you have a colony on, people will start to go there. But before we do that, I want to set these up as mining worlds. So let me make sure. Landite. Where is our rotor? Okay. So yeah, so this is setting up standard jump or to the Y system, and then it's going to go to the Landolite system, which that's fine. I believe we currently can't jump there, so we're going to let that keep building those jump points, even though it's building them out there, just because it's a bit easier than moving it around. Density, okay, so yeah. But I think what we're going to do is once that completes those jump points, we're going to actually build a mining system out in Lindite, or Landite. How do you say that? Yeah, Landite. That way we can have some minerals coming from there, because we don't have a whole lot left in Sol. Let's see, let's go. Is there anything else we want in here? Not for now. There's some stuff we're going to want later on, but not too worried about that stuff for now. Let's see. Logistics. Because we're going to do some long haul, I think I'm going to go into power propulsion and see if we can, reduce the consumption. Because we're going to want to have better engines for that, because that's going to be a pretty long haul freighter fleet, whatever we set up with it. So we're going to definitely want that, and probably, see, not too worried about that. Jump drive efficiency would be nice, but I'm not too worried about that either. See. Yeah, let's go with the magnetoplasma drive assigned to, oops, not what I meant to do, add to queue, there we go. So first we're going to do that and then do the other one, and yeah, I definitely want the new on there though. That way we can build up a few researchers there, but we're going to want to get that tech done ASAP. Let's see. Yeah, no, that's important. Research has complete geosurvey equipment. Awesome. So now let's actually dump all of our research into fuel consumption. That way we can get that done real quick. And then we just gotta wait one more month, and we should get the other xenoarchaeology equipment. There we go. And then minimum jump engine size. And I'm also going to take the rest of these researchers and dump them into whatever we got left, the fuel consumption. There we go. So we got 9 more, so let's drop those into logistics. I did want to also get refueling. Yeah, we'll do more faster refueling, because that'll allow us to, make freighter tankers that can carry a bit more fuel faster between, loading and unloading times. All right. It looks like we had another civilian mining colony. Man, they are really cracking out those things. Let's see. So yeah, purchasing minerals, set to earth. Because one of these is brand new, so I want to make sure we are purchasing. There we go. Set to earth. That way we can get whatever they do get out of this duranium and titanium. Alright, so now that we've got that equipment, let's actually produce some ground forces. So I believe we're going to want to go... Oh yeah, I did this last time. I think I have to go here. Ground unit design. Alright. And then formation, templates, unit class design. There we go. So in here, we're going to want to go just a light vehicle that we can do it on. Here we go. So we will create a medium vehicle with some geosurvey equipment, and xenoarchaeology. There we go. So they got one of each, and we don't really care about armor because these guys are going to avoid combat. And this is just going to be, in fact, let me pull up my Discord real quick. I actually had that thing closed for once. Usually have it open running in the background, so I can kind of watch what's going on. So let's go into Discord, and first person I see that doesn't have one so far is Jesper. So this is the, let's see, what supposed to put it? The Xeno Geo Jesper Recon team. So we will create that unit. Oops, that's not what I was supposed to do, but let me copy this. Control C. I always forget to frickin' turn on Space Master whenever I'm playing, because I usually leave it off most of the time. I only rarely use it to do things like this where I don't care to actually spend a lot of time researching things that are so simple like that stuff. Oh crap, where is that going to be under ground combat? Yeah, so delete tech. Because that's 400 points. That's going to be done in legitimately a couple of days. So I'm not that worried about that. Xeno. Alright, there we go. So we avoid combat and instant this. Plus, it's a little boring for y'all if y'all have to watch me, research each individual tech I design. If that is something you want to see, let me know. But from my understanding, most people prefer just to have that stuff instant anyways. Getting a drink of my tea real quick. Alright. Gen 2 DeWilco has completed her overhaul. So let's send her back out because we need to find some minerals. So go to Wise, Standard Transit, and go to the other Wise, Standard Transit. And then from there, she should be able to continue looking for jump points and geosurvey stuff. Alright. So, let's see. We've built that. Oh, yes. I want to go on my ground forces again. Now that we've got that unit, we're going to want to create an actual formation from that. Alright, so we want a new template for a division, or I guess brigade technically. So we'll just call this our Xeno Geo Brigade. Technically, I could just go with a single unit and move them around. Call them our Xeno Brigade. But I like to have at least a couple, just so that, let's say 5. Let's see. Yeah, because that way they're a bit quicker when they are exploring. But I want to keep them, probably want to keep them under 1,000 tons, because then I can make a relatively light fleet of ships. Oh, I know there's... not gonna let me. You know, I've done this a few times, but sometimes I forget how to edit the amount. There we go. Alright, so yeah, we want to keep it under 1,000 just to make sure that we can move them with pretty light fleets. Alright, so now that we have that, we're going to go and we're going to build this unit. Let's go to Earth, ground unit training, Xeno Brigade, create task. Alright. Why are you called the second Xeno Brigade if you are the literal first? So we'll call them the first. Instead of that, we're going to give them a nicer name. We're going to call them the first XCOM Geo Team. There we go. And that is going to take about a month and a couple days. So I have those guys put together, and while we're thinking about that, let's actually design a ship. And I should have had my timer going this whole time. So depending on how this goes, this might be a slightly longer episode than normal. I'm trying to keep them around an hour. I knew this one was going to be a little short, so it actually isn't a bad thing if it's a little longer, because everybody said they wanted longer episodes, so trying to keep up with that. So let's build ourselves a transport ship, something that can move these units about. So we're going to go for a troop transport. I'm not sure if we have the right tech to fit a lot of stuff, which is why I've also kept them a bit light, because I know that you get some tech from the beginning, but I wasn't sure exactly how much. So alright, let's go for a troop transport, new ship class, and we're going to rename this. Rename class. So this is going to be the Zerif. Alright, and if you want to get your name on the ships, of course, like I've said before, join the Discord. That's how I draw names from this. Sometimes we'll get some repeats because, you know, the Discord's still growing. But as long as you're in the Discord, if I see your name and I don't think you've been on here enough, you'll get added to this. So, alright, we'll have the Zerif. And let me make sure I go to wide view. Alright. So, let's see. Do I have the stuff to transport? I've got luxury passenger accommodations. That's not exactly what I'm looking for. Let me see. Yeah, cryogenic transport. Don't think that's going to let me move what I'm wanting to move, though, because I don't know. Alright, 1 second. Let me look for the tech I'm looking for so we can get that added to the research. Alright, so I was able to find it. So yeah, it looks like I do need to get this troop transport bay. I thought I had one of the earlier techs. They gave me like a smaller troop transport bay, but apparently not. So this will get done in October, which is not very long at all, so we can wait that long. Our troops have to train anyways, so we'll get that research going. We'll save this to work on once we get that unlocked. And I think that's it, so let's carry on. Alright, some inactive research labs, so let's put those guys. We're full on consumption. Let's add them to the capacitor rate. So that'd be handy to have when we design our big capital ship, flagship. Alright, carry on. Passenger encounter built at Earth. Alright. So let's go to that. And that is built into our cargo fleet. So this is our terraformer. Alright, sorry. I was thinking about some stuff. Alright, so this is our terraformer. And let's get this guy disconnected. Alright. So, let's think about this. Well, I guess the first place we're going to want to terraform is Mars, because that's where we've got colonists. So let's rename this fleet to the first terra firma fleet. And then let's send her out to Mars. So go to Mars, move the location. And once it gets there, we'll have to, let's see, can we go here? Mars environment. Alright, and then once it gets there, we'll have to start adding some stuff. Let's see. We currently don't have any greenhouse, so the temperature and water availability. So we'll when we get there, we'll want to add, because it's Phrygium is to cool it off, although I think they renamed it. No, it's okay. So still Phrygium, and Etesium is to warm it up. So we'll have an add, and we'll go to a very small amount, like 0.01, because there's not a lot of gas on Mars to begin with, so this will add a lot. So yeah. Alright, so let's go on. Completed orders. There we go. So now it's orbiting Mars. So now, if we look at the environment, it should start adding that gas, potassium. So let's skip forward a few days. This should take us to the next month. Yep. The potassium went up. It looks like, so we're at 16%. So this should start bringing the temperature down. So we'll let that keep building up. And then let's see. Research is completed. Troop transport bay. So with that unlocks the large, very small command assignments. Okay, so yeah, that's all that done. So let's actually go back to our design of the Zarif. And we're going to go to our troop transport. Let's see, which one is it that fits 1,000? 250, 1,000, yeah. So this is the standard. This is what I wanted to build the ship around. And then, while we're thinking about it, let's make sure this has some armor rating, because this is a troop transport. It's only carrying, basic xenoarchaeology guys, but we want to make sure that it doesn't get, just blown out of the sky instantly. Let's see, will this help us any? That's just science department. No. Don't need cargo hold. We do need a shuttle bay, I believe, to move people to and from the ship. And then, yeah, so then just fuel and everything. Let's give it a thermal sensor. We'll just give it the one we already have, just because it's a pretty easy thing to slap on there. And then we need fuel and maintenance. So we'll give it a maintenance storage bay, and that's way more than enough maintenance life. But that is without engines, so we have to take into account that is without engines. We're not worried about that. Fuel storage, there we go. And right now its range is It's got no engine, so it doesn't have any range. We will give it the newer military engine, right? Because this is the improved. So this actually needs to be obsoleted. And in fact, we actually have even newer ion drives, so we're going to obsolete that as well and design some new engines. So let's go ion drive. We're not worried about this really being fast, at least not for this troop transport, because it's just moving xenoarchaeologists. So we're going to lower the engine power. But we will increase the size a bit, even though this is a military engine. We're going to put it at sort of the max of a military engine to kind of give it some more power. And then alright, so this is military ion drive with an engine power of 75, which is not much at all, but we're kind of wanting it that way. Engine or fuel per hour, 0.91. Technically, we could put civilian engines on a ship like this, but I do want it to have some speed to it, while maintaining the lightweightness of it. And then, so that's fuel per hour, 0.91, and then the weight is 1.2K. And then company name, Austin Jennings. Oops. Oh, that's not what that's supposed to be. I hit the wrong button. There we go. So we'll call it Woods Thrust. Alright, instant that. And then refresh tech. Woods Thrust. There we go. Alright, so now at this point we've got, quite a bit of range, 872. But we're going to up the speed a little bit. That way it can get there at a decent time so we can actually geosurvey everything. We'll get it about almost, let's get up to 2,000. And then, whoops, my alarm's going off. There we go. Alright, so we're at range 343. That's okay. Let's actually see if we can take off the large and give it an ultra large. That's insane amounts of range and still pretty fast, so we can throw on a few more engines. Actually, while I'm thinking about this, let's look. We do want to keep this small, so actually I think I'll probably have to switch that back around. Whoops, wrong button. Shipyards. We've got the room for larger ships, but I'm not wanting to keep this too large. We will actually, while I'm thinking about it, we are going to want to display in the Black Wolf fleet a bit. So let's go Black Wolf and then create a few more of these, because these are going to be our initial defensive ships. I don't want to replace that though. So I guess we'll keep it, it's got to at least be under 50,000. I'll probably keep it well under that. In fact, this is kind of large for a troop transport. So I think I'm going to take off the ultra large and then maybe just stick a very large. Yeah, even that's insane amounts of range. Let's drop off a few engines. Keep us at 2 years, which isn't bad. We are going to want to up our deployment time because that's 24 months. And then, alright. So, in fact, let's just take this off and go back to the regular large. Yeah, because that's still pretty good range. I mean, it might not be able to reach some of the furthest planets. So, this is important to have a bit further range. But I think this should be pretty good. Wouldn't want it much more than this. So, 11,000 is great. Got that down a bit better. Let's see, is there anything else we could want? I mean, we've got thermal sensors, maybe another thermal sensor on there, just because having more of these improves its detection strength a bit, because you essentially double the amount of sensitivity, and it gives you a backup if one gets shot off. With that, I do need slightly more maintenance storage, so let's go for a small. Yeah, perfect. Alright. So that should be good for this. So we're going to lock this design and go over to our shipyards. And sorry, my voice is cracking. Alright, so let's go to the ship, because we're not going to build any more of this survey ship. But I think we are still going to build some more of these when we get the chance. So let's go here, retool for the Zarif set activity. Alright, so now we got that retooling. That should get done, pretty quick, because it's a small ship, so within a couple of days, even like less than 20 days. So we'll pop forward a few days. Inactive research. We now have a set on capactor. Okay, let's fill up. We'll add the research lab there, and then throw it maybe on. Is any of this useful? Yeah, this could be useful for our new ships. So let's assign new to the gamma shields. There we go. Alright, research completed on fuel consumption, and now we have magnetoplasma drive, of course, after we design our ship, so probably could have waited, but it's not going to make too big of a difference in the meantime. Alright. And let's see. Capacitor recharge, maximum or minimum engine power, retooling. There we go. That's what we're waiting for. So let's go to the shipyard and build some serifs. So we're going to add them to, it doesn't really matter, shipyard fleet, I guess. We're going to separate them out anyways. So this is the Zarif. First, Xeno. Transport. I guess that's too long, so we'll call it the first Xeno TP. Great task. There we go. We're only going to really need one, maybe two of those, but I think we're going to be good with one, because we'll just send it to a few plants and just have it start doing some xenoarchaeology. So let's carry on. 2 different science teams completed wealth generation and refueling systems. So that's going to leave us with some labs. With that, let's go into maybe jump engine efficiency. How quick can we get that done? Let's look. Jump engine efficiency. We done just after, but if we, let's see. I want to try and get it done before, because my goal is to try and use this to create our next ship, our next series of ship. We're going to create right before the end there. So let's see, can we take a few off of this? Yes, we can. Perfect. Let's see, maximum jump. Sweet, we can take a lot off of that one. Or engine power modifier, not maximum jump. Alright, there we go. And then we'll go to jump drive efficiency, and then add all these that we have so far. Perfect. So any of them get done after the shipyard one, but we're already full on that. We're not worried about that. In fact, let's actually use this to up something else. So maybe energy weapons. Laser focal size, yeah. Go for a larger laser focal. And then we'll grab this last research lab we have and just throw it wherever. Oh, actually, we did put it somewhere. Okay, so we'll assign new to the jump drive efficiency, because it never hurts to have it a little quicker. Alright. Iridium has been exhausted on Earth, which that's not good, but let's see, yeah, they're still moving stuff. Let's take a look at Mars and see how that's coming along. Oops, wrong thing. There we go. So yeah, we're starting to have quite a bit of infrastructure. Mining is coming along. Still producing quite a bit. No stockpile because we're just sending it all to Earth. And then still got a worker shortage, so let's start sending our colony ships, because now we've got 11.28 room. And while I'm thinking about that, let's check out the environment. Potassium, yep, it's going up. It's a bit slow, but it's moving up slowly, moving that temperature factor down. That'll help a lot with how many people can be on Mars. So let's grab our colony ship, and then movement orders, go to Earth, refuel, resupply, load colonists, go to Mars, unload colonists. This moves 100,000 each time. And so let's say if we do it 9 times, that loads another million people on Mars. So let's give them another 2 million. There we go. In fact, actually, yeah, let's go to the wall, send them 3 million. They've still got worker shortages. I believe, let me double check that, how much. Yeah, they got 2 million worker shortages, so having, or 1.5, I guess, technically. But we're going to be moving more mines and regular mines at least soon, because we are running out of minerals on Earth. So there's no reason to keep mines on Earth if we're not doing anything with them anyways. We'll leave them here for now because they are going to deplete these over time. But once all these are depleted, over time we're going to be moving a lot of those mines to places like Mars and elsewhere. Because there's no point in leaving them there. Let's keep on going. Alright, deep space tracking has been completed on Earth. So let's go to our industry. What do we want to build here? Trying not to build too much stuff because we are a little light on materials. I guess we could just dump more into research facilities. Because they cost just uranium or calcium, which we still have a decent amount available. So let's add 100 to that, modify, and then just throw on, make that 85%. Oops. Well, it keeps unclicking. There we go. Alright, so that's going to get a lot more research labs done, but never hurts to have more research getting completed. Freighter fleet has completed its order. Alright, so let's see. What were they moving? Let's see. These guys are still moving infrastructure. Okay. So let's go to Earth. Refuel, resupply, because we're still waiting on the jump ship. I need to check on jump ship. Let's load installations. Regular mines. We'll probably leave those there for now. Financial centers, maybe. Deep space tracking. It wouldn't be nice to spread out deep space tracking a bit. Having a few on every planet just kind of adds, spreads out the range of your stuff a bit and allows you to see a bit further than having them all on one planet. So we'll move, a couple of these to Mars. We'll say, I think this will carry 3 of them, so we'll do that 3 more times. Move 9 of them to Mars. And then from there, we're going to want to check on our, this ship. Yeah. So this is getting pretty close to stabilizing the jump point to land, and then from there, it's going to stabilize the jump point back. So we're going to be able to start getting some minerals from there pretty soon, which I think that's going to be what that freighter fleet does next. We'll probably overhaul that design here in a bit, just to make sure that it's up to snuff. There we go. Our Zarif has been built. So let's go here, and I believe it is in shipyard fleet. There we go. Detach. We're going to grab this Seraph Xeno and Let me 1 sec. There we go. Seraph Xeno, and you are going to go to Earth and load ground unit, the Xeno team. And then from there, we're going to want to go through, well, is there anywhere? I guess we could go to Mars, unload ground unit. Oh, I guess unload all ground units. That shouldn't take very long at all. And then that unit, we should be able to have them survey Mars. Let's take a look. There we go. So let's see. Ground units. I think I can go in here. No. Here we go. These guys, and they should be automatically looking over, because I believe the way it works is that when you drop them on a planet, there's a chance for them to discover improved mineral amounts and improved mineral accessibility. Now I know it does depend on the specific planet they're on. And what they're sort of looking over. So let's see. Yeah, I don't see any way to see that. 1 second. Alright, so I was looking it up. It's actually a bit different from the way the old version was. So in C#, what you do is you can come to your planet over here. You do have to create a colony to see this. But you come over here and you can see down here ground-based survey potential. And this will tell you if they can actually survey these places or not. So all of these are completed in Earth, but these are minimal and low. So what we're going to actually do is actually take our ship and reload that unit in there. So we'll say it's sort of a shakedown for RP purposes. Go to Mars, load ground unit, Zeocom team. And then we're going to go back to Earth and refuel resupply. And then once the other fleet finishes their in fact, actually, yeah, so they're stabilizing jump points, so actually we can go there now. We're going to send them over to Leland and start surveying that system. So there we go, completed those orders. So this should be full on fuel. Yep. So let's take these guys and go to Proxima, standard transit, then Leland, standard transit. Then once we're here, let's see which one of these. I believe these two are the ones with the colony on them, but let me make sure. So it's A1 and A3 are the ones we want to look at. So yeah, so it's these ones right here. So we'll go here. Unload all ground units, and then from there they will survey that planet, and if they find anything they'll let us know. If not, they'll also let us know, I believe, and we should be able to check that in that menu. So once they get there, we'll be able to check these here. So yeah, so the first one they're landing is minimal, then this one's low. That'll just tell them, if they find any either better accessibility or better amounts. Alright, so let's carry on. Let's see. So yeah, we're still doing good on time. Alright, so orders complete. So they're orbiting and they landed the troops. Let's see. Research completed on bonus time and gamma shields. Awesome. So let's see. Is there anything we can complete in time for our new ships? Maybe turret tracking speed. Unlikely, but if we can get that done, that would be nice. If we assign new and maybe peel a few off of some places like here, make sure it gets done in time, but still, because it can be done later in the year. We're not going to build the new ship until basically the beginning of next year. Alright, so that gets it closer. Peel off one from here. few from here. Right, let's take it off assign new. Oh wait, this is actually full of labs, dang. So yeah, that's not going to get done in time, unfortunately, but that's alright. We can always worry about that later. So while I'm thinking on that, let's actually add something else in. Let's go missile kinetics. Do we want to up our railguns? Wouldn't be the worst idea, although we're not. I think we're going to go a little bit away from railguns and focus more on energy weapons / Gauss cannons. Because the great thing about railguns is they do some very heavy power, but they are much more shorter range and is more susceptible to armor. So, we are going to eventually want missile ships, but I'm going to try and not go too heavy into that. I'd like to see some variety of ship design. So, you know what? We will still tech into railguns a bit, just to make sure we keep up our railgun tech, even if we don't spec into it too hard. So, alright, next 30 days. Some commander assignments, maintenance problems, inactive lab. There we go. So that means this guy is full, that's right. Let's see. So anything in here we care to get done sooner? I guess we could get the railgun done slightly sooner. Sign new. Yeah, so if we want to throw a railgun on our capital ship, we can. Alright, jump point detected. So the Duoco has discovered new jump point wise. Pickup failed. Freighter fleet beta was unable to load infrastructure. Okay, so we must have picked up all the infrastructure from Earth and moved it over to Mars, which that works perfectly. So Duoco. Oh wait, not Duoco. There we go. Beta. Since you're trying to load more infrastructure, just remove all. Now that we can actually go to that other planet, even though we're still geosurveying there, I'm going to start sending stuff there anyways, just because we know that they've got at least some minerals that we want, like duranium, corbonite, titanium, marcassium. This one's got corbonite, uranium, sorium, and corundum. These are all handy, but I think limonite, this one actually has more useful stuff because duranium we definitely need desperately. And this will be sort of our home system in this system. Actually, let me check. What is their colony cost? Because that will play into it, because we are going to want to colonize here eventually. So 3 is actually the better colonizer. I think I still will put stuff here first because this has more of what we need now. So we're going to send our freighter fleet. But before we do that, let's actually update our freighter fleet design. So currently we're using the New Yorks, and I think they're a bit out of date at this point with all the new tech we've got. So let's go to our freighters, the New York, and we're going to redesign this. So we're going to call it something new. New ship class. We'll keep it the San Francisco. Now let's see. Yeah, we're not too worried about that. So we'll probably keep the same amount of cargo hold. So 2 cargo shuttle bays with 1 standard cargo hold. Maybe a bit more depending on what we can fit. But we'll start with the basics of the same and then work our way up. Oops, one more. Alright. So for this, freighter fleet, it's commercial vessel. Let's design, let's see, can we make a different engine? Don't think so. Yeah, so still ion drives, so we can just leave these because these are pretty powerful ion drives for commercial vessels. So, although they're a little large, that is 30,000 tons. Let's see, what's our shipyards looking like? So yeah, so we do have room for this 100,000 one here, and we're gonna want these freighters to go for the long haul. So, let's throw a few of these guys on here. All right, that's quite a bit of speed, so let's throw another standard on there, and then some fuel. So right now we've got a large, take that off and put on ultra large. And that's tons of range, which we definitely need. In fact, that should be fine because they've just got to go through the jump point and then through the next jump point to the planet. And they can refuel on both ends if they need to, worst case scenario. But I doubt that they're going to. Alright, we don't need to worry about maintenance supply, they just need the basic. Don't really need to worry about that. Yeah. So that should be pretty much all they need. Yeah, so they got a larger fuel storage. Alright. So with this, how fast is the ship? Yeah, so this is about 1,000 meters per second faster. We do have to take one of the engines off. Because I'd rather have it be slightly faster. But we still got to keep it under the 100,000. So let me see. Cargo hold, let's pop these off and see. Large. Large is too much. So standard. Yeah, that fit quite a bit. Alright. So I can hold 2 cargo bays, 2 cargo shuttles, engines still under the 100,000 that we need to be. We're not worried about armor. And then it's got the fuel. So yeah, so this looks pretty good to me as a setup. So let's lock this design. So this is sort of the New York Gen 2, but we're redesigning it because it is quite a bit larger than the previous New York. At 36 tons, or 36,000 to 97,000, so it is a completely new ship in my opinion. If we were keeping the exact same size and just upgrading the speed, I probably would call them something similar, like, Gen 2s, but they are significantly improved in speed and size. Refit, this will get done instantly. We're changing over to the San Francisco. Set activity, it's done immediately, of course, and then we're going to construct these to the cargo fleet. San Francisco, and in fact, let me go back in the ship class. And I think I can change. Yeah, here we go. And we'll give it a NATO designation for Soviet aircraft. Select random. I don't know why. I just like that having names like this, so it uses a bit different names. Alright, so there we go. Is there anything else? Oh, I want to obsolete the old ships. I'll probably eventually... I might leave them for now. I'll probably build a Gen 2 of the exact same size, but with a faster ship engine. Just so that way we've got different variety of freighters. So for now, let's go. I think I have to... we'll just call the base one the San Francisco 49ers. Maybe the captain is a big fan of the football team, so there you go. Create ship. There we go. And after that, it'll rename them to something fitting with the theme. Alright. So this is going to take a little while to build because we've only got the one slipway. And so what we're going to actually do, I'm going to add slipways to this. Because we are going to want to build a few of these larger ships. Let's see. I might... I'll probably just leave that still in case we want to build any more terraformers. Let's actually look at Mars. Environment. Alright. So yeah, the temperature factor is going down as we're adding more of the hot gas, the greenhouse gas into the atmosphere. So what that'll do is that'll start helping with the... Yeah, it's already up to 15 million. Some of that is infrastructure we added, and some of that is going to be the actual increase. Let's see. We still have a bit of a worker shortage, but that's going to improve as, more people will grow here. So while we're thinking about it, can we move mines? I mean, this is useful to get. I don't know if necessarily mines are going to help that much, but you know what? Let's move some mines with the fleet we currently have. Oops, wrong button. Alright, so it's this one that's not doing anything, right? Because this one, okay, yeah, so they're both not doing anything. So go to, in fact, we're going to combine you guys into the other fleet. There goes my alarm again, of course. Oh, that's right, they're not in the same location. Go to Earth, refuel, resupply. Go to Earth, refuel, resupply. That way I can make sure that they're the same place. That should get done. Yeah. So beta is done. Nope, I probably should have done a bit longer than fucking 30 seconds. Alright, there we go. Inactive lab. So let's go in here. I guess we get the railgun. We're actually full there, so main supply rate, there we go. Send the new ones to the minimum power engine modifier. Alright. There we go. Trying to get that freighter fleet back to Earth. They should be back there. Okay, yeah, it says they're back there, but it's for some reason didn't stop. Alright. So let's go here and move these guys over to the other fleets. And then we're going to disband this fleet. Alright. So go to Earth. We wanted to wait on loading the mines, but I think we can do it now. We won't move all of them. We'll leave some automated mines and such here to continue mining. But we're going to move most of the mines that need workers to Mars since it's a growing colony. So go to Earth, grab mine, refuel, resupply, go to Mars, unload all installations. This is capacity 150. I believe that means it can move like, so they'll fit about 6 of the mines in there per each trip. So let's do a little bit of math real quick. Since I'm awful at that, I'm pulling up a calculator. 6 per trip. Let's see, let's do, I like to do a round number of some kind. So let's do 20. So we already got 1, so we'll do 19 more. So that'll get us 120 mines moved over to Mars, which isn't a whole ton, but it should be enough. And then from there, we will start moving with the new freighter fleet to the new planets. Actually, yeah, so we'll do that. We'll move these. In the worst case scenario, if these finish before the new freighter fleet's built, we will just use these and try to go to the new place. I just don't know if those can quite reach it with their range and speed. So let's go. Fleet orders stationed at Proxima Centauri. Okay, so let's see. Looking at this. Yeah, we still got jump points to look over, but we have... Oh, did we not connect Proxima Centauri to Sol? That's no bueno. Let's go. Filter, movement orders, Proxima Centauri jump point. Move to location, stabilize jump point. I guess we don't need... We don't technically need move to location, just stabilize jump point. There we go. There we go. And a colony ship has moved people to Mars. So yeah, we're at 10 million now. Still got a worker shortage, so let's just keep moving people over. We've still got room for, 15 million. So let's, keep on moving people. We still got plenty of people on Earth, so Colony ship, movement orders, go to Earth, load colonists, refuel, resupply, go to Mars, unload colonists, and let's see, we got 100,000 per each time, so 9 more. That would make it 1 million, and we can fit another 4 million on there. So 39 more times, repeat orders. So we're going to get it pretty close to the max, while we're also, terraforming, which will help a bit too. So yeah, we're still getting up there. One thing I might do is add some more water maybe. Probably keep the greenhouse gas going, because I don't think there's anything else I can really add much other than just some more Titanium. So yeah, we'll just let that keep going, because we're not nearly to 0.1 yet. I think we're to, we're going to 0.01. So actually, we're getting pretty close to 0.01. So let's actually bump that up to 0.05, because it'll get up there pretty quick. Alright, because it's going to need quite a bit of that warming gas to get there. Alright, ooh, a lot's done. Reach target capacity. Maintenance, 64%, so yeah, they're still good. Ship construction, so some more of the Black Wolf ships. Research complete on engine modifier, research started. Research completed on colonization cost reduction. Damage control, started shield regeneration. Bunch of people got reassigned. Alright, so, a few things. Let's start with research. Matching scientists, let's look at sensors. We'll go for planetary sensor strength. Throw this guy on there. He's got quite high of a bonus. And then we're going to go summary. Let's look at here. Is this completed? No. So we can leave the ground troops there for now. And then ships. Let's look at our battle fleet. So now we got full 4. And they're just going to train. Let me actually make sure that they are a training fleet. So yeah, so they switched to nav because they were done with training. Since those new guys don't have training yet, we're going to switch them to training. Update admin. So therefore, they will start training. Alright. Discovered a new jump point. Okay, so the Dwelko has completed all of its survey bits. They launched a new colony ship. Well, that made your job a little easier because they'll start balancing out. Colony ships tend to move people to places you've colonized, like Mars, so that'll help a bit with moving people without us having to constantly worry about it. And then all the ships in that fleet reach max training? No. Just this one ship. It's probably going to throw us that error all the time. So for now, I'm going to detach and let them just sit there. That way they're not constantly training, and then I'll add them back into... Well, no, they're still part of the training fleet. Oh. Alright, you guys go all the way up to the top. There we go. So now they're on a separate fleet for a temporary amount of time while the rest train up. Let's see. Dwelko. Oh, yeah. I need to go to the Dwelko. Alright, so they've got a few unexplored, so what we're going to do is we're going to standard transit to this one. And then we'll bring them back standard transit to the other one. Some more maintenance stuff. Research completed to jump drive efficiency, maximum shield generator size. And then, yeah. Alright. So let's see. Research. Let's see if we can get something useful. Commercial damage control, composite armor. There we go. That could be handy. Especially if we can get that done. Not quite. Let's cancel it and see if we can get it done faster with someone else. Someone with less of a bonus but more research labs. So this guy has 10% less bonus, but he has 3 times the amount of research labs able to be added. Yeah, he'll get it done much faster, but still not quite quick enough. So you know what? I'm not worried about that then. Grab him, still throw on the 10 guy. That way we get it done at some point, but win, not too big a deal. Alright, let's grab another guy and throw him on Delta Shields, and then improve damage control, maximum shield generator size. Actually, yeah. Let's get a maximum shield generator size. There we go. Alright, so the DeWilco is going to go to a jump point, so let's actually go over there with them. Keep an eye on them. There we go. This is where they're at, right? Fleets. DeWilco is in... Yeah, Y is 15. 06 is actually the one they're in. So it must mean there weren't any... Were they not? Yeah, so there's... Oh, I don't know why it says they're in 1506 when this is where the 2 jump points are. It's a bit odd. Yeah, because the only jump points here are these 2. Okay, that's what I thought. So... Oh man, look how far out these jump points are. These are... Let's see, if I hold shift from this jump point... So they're about, I guess that's not too bad. It looked further than what it actually is. It's just a very small system. So let's turn this off. Send 5 days. It's going to go through. Barnard Star. Ooh, this one looks a bit busier. That could be nice. So let's send them back out. So remove orders. Go back to Y, standard transit, and then go through this unexplored jump point. So let's go back to this. 1 day. Gotta give it a second. There it goes. Sometimes they recharge. For some reason, it throws a weird error when they have to recharge their engines. Oh, all the jump points are very far in, and all the stuff's very far out. Let's see, how far is that? Yeah, this is a large system. Look at that. 48 billion kilometers to that, and that's not even the furthest one out. Let's see, how's this one? Draconis, 67 billion kilometers out. That is quite far out. There's a few things going on here. Not nearly as much as that other system, so I think I'm actually going to send the DeWilco, remove all orders, go back through Y Standard Transit, go to Barnard Star Standard Transit, let them look at Barnard Star just to see if there's any minerals there. And then let's go back to Sol. Alright. So let's carry on. We're getting near the end of this. So our election starts next year. So let's take away a few days at a time. Let's see. Yeah, this short deployments. That's just our ships that are doing training, right? Yeah, those are just our training ships. Inactive research. Let's add it there and assign new there. That way we don't have to see that pop up every few days. So people are getting promoted. San Francisco 49ers. There we go. So we're going to grab that fleet. That's going to be part of the cargo fleet. Detach. Alright, so you're going to go to Earth. And you're going to load installation. Oops. Load installation. This is going to be the main one. So we need a mass driver. Load mass driver. Which I believe takes up the full 25,000. So we're going to... Or takes 25,000, not the full. We can fit one more thing. And we'll build, I guess, an automated mine. yeah, we don't really need much else for now. So let's load automated mines and then refuel, resupply. And you're going to go auto route by system to the land system. And then from there, you're going to go to land 1A. And you're going to unload all installations. And then, alright, so we can't repeat those orders because the mash driver. So we'll just say auto route, standard transit, Seoul standard transit. I think it's because they're building the jump gate and it will be complete by the time they get to here. It doesn't say jump gate, which makes me think that. So actually, yeah, let's remove last order because it doesn't have the jump gate yet, and I know it'll throw an error when it gets there. Even if the jump gate's been built, it'll probably throw an error. So I'll remove that. Let this do this, and then by the time it gets there, the other ship will have built the jump gate. Let me see. Because it should be completing this pretty soon. Yeah, I don't think it currently will tell me. But it should complete that before that ship gets done with moving those minerals or the materials to that planet. Alright. So there goes the 49ers off to do that. Yeah, there goes. The roll ladder has completed its orders. So yeah, I knew it would get pretty quickly finished. So let's go back to the 49ers. So once you get Proxima, then jump to Seoul, standard transit. It's weird. It's still not showing the jump gate when it should be. I'll have to keep an eye on that. That's kind of odd. Go to Earth, refuel, resupply, and then from there we'll recreate orders to actually have it do stuff. Let's go here. Yeah, because now it's saying, Proxima, jump gate, standard transit, Seoul, move to location, stabilize jump point. Oh, it doesn't have a jump point. Okay, so it was still needing jump gates built at Proxima, I believe. So the jump gate from Leland to Proxima. Okay. So this should get this done. Yeah. And then from there, once it stabilizes, standard transit through Seoul, go to Earth, refuel, resupply. Alright, so get this done. Yep, that's all fine. Alright. And January 2nd. So it's election time. So let me get this guy all booted up. So the elections will be in the next episode. So this is where I'm going to leave off. I'm actually not going to design the ship here. Just in case whoever comes into power decides that they don't want to design more military ships or whatever they may decide. We'll figure out from there. So, I thank you guys for watching. Make sure to leave a like, comment, and subscribe. If you haven't already, join the Discord if you want to be included in more of the RP side of things. We've got a pretty active Discord that's grown quite a bit. So yeah, I will see you guys next time.